This is going to be a quick overview video where I show the new Wilderness Explorer, the second generation loveless fighter inspired blade made by Bark River. These knives were released a few weeks ago. I got them I think 2 or 3 days ago, so I haven't really been able to put them to any real use. I did bring them with me out in the forest, but that was only for a few hours, and I didn't do that much work with them. But this is what they look like in their sheath. This is the second generation sheath that comes with it. This one being the one that came with the first generation. But all of these are second generation Wilderness Explorers. So the blade, take a look at, doesn't really matter which one we take a look at. This specific one, I don't know how well you can see the handle because the lighting isn't really the best in here right now. Anyways, the blade length is 5.67 inches long, and that would be 144 millimeter. The overall length of the blade is 10.83 inches or 275 millimeter. The blade thickness is 0.152, which is 3.85 millimeters. And the steel used for this one and for the first generation is CPM Cruer, which is a tough steel. I think it has sort of the toughness of A2 or even tougher, but it has slightly worse corrosion resistance than, for example, 3W. I do not know how it compares to A2, but the biggest feature of this steel is probably the edge retention, meaning that you will not have to sharpen it that often once out in the field. It will stay sharp. So it is a strong, tough blade that keeps an edge, but it has not the best corrosion resistance. That is how I would sum it up, I believe. This particular handle material, it's ordinary carbon bolts, and the handle material itself is Arctic lizard skin. I have heard that this handle material is, in some people's opinion, it is a sort of tough material. Others claim that it is a more fragile material. I will not put it to very hard use, but despite being less tough than these two handle materials, it is probably one of my best looking knives out of all my knives. Oh, and there's also the stainless steel guard on this model. I don't know what I can say about the sheath, but it is the old sheath is a lot different than the new one. No snap. It has a fire steel loop that I know that some people feel that the new sheath is lacking, but yeah, I'm not sure which one I like the best. In my opinion, both works well. Sure, it can be nice to have this this fire steel holder, but it's not a deal breaker in any way. And if I use this particular sheath, I'm going to use it with a dangler attachment for sure. The next one I have here is of course the exact same model, but with a different handle material. This one is white pearl Kirinite, a laminate, and with mosaic pins instead of Corby balls. This handle material, I would say, is tougher than lizard skin, but not as tough as the micarta or G10 scales. I only have one other knife with this material, and it's my Mini Aurora. And I've used the Mini Aurora in very cold temperatures and also in somewhat hot temperatures, and I haven't had any issues or problem with the material whatsoever, so I trust it. The sheath is, I think some people claim it to be more tactical. Then again, tactical might be a misused term, but it is ambidextrous. You can carry it left or right. You can carry it, scout carry with the molly straps. These straps can also be completely removed, and you can actually, if you want to, I think you can attach a fire steel holder of your own instead of these molly straps. But I like this sheath. First got my hands on it when I got my cubs, and I also know that this sheath will be the standard sheath for the future Bravo 1, 1.25, 1.5, maybe some other knives. It was also the same sheath style for the Strike Force and also for the Legion, so I think we will see this one a lot more in the future. The final one is my signature knife, being the pink G10 mosaic pins and black liners, and it looks sort of like this. I don't know how well you can see. This will be my heavy user. Then again, this knife I won't use for extreme chopping or anything like that, because this is more like a fine, or not a fine use knife, but more well, I have other knives if I want to do some really heavy work. That is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Not that I doubt that it can't do it, because I feel like this is a very versatile knife that should be able to do most tasks one can ask from a knife. Well, I think I forgot to mention with the white pearl Kirinite one, it's also black liners. These liners sometimes add a bit of color to the Kirinite, but I do not think that this one adds that much, to be honest. But I've seen white pearl Kirinite with red liners, and you get sort of a red glow or red shine, which can be pretty nice. And the lizard skin one, it has white liners. I think the lighting in this room is too bad to actually catch the liners on this one, maybe. So that was sort of an overview of this particular model. You can be sure that you will see a lot more of it the coming days or weeks.